Have you ever wondered if your thoughts were more than passing shadows? If perhaps, in the silent chambers of your mind, you hold a force capable of shaping reality itself? The ancient wisdom in Proverbs whispers, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." Today we journey beyond mere imagination into the sacred truth. Your mind is not simply a vessel for ideas. It is a divine architect. The unseen energies of your thoughts weave patterns into the visible world, forging connections, shifting destinies, and stirring the currents of human hearts. In this video, we will unveil the hidden power of focused intention, visualization, silent influence, and sacred projection. Prepare to step into the extraordinary truth. You were born not to react to the world, but to quietly shape it. If your soul feels the pull of this forgotten truth, if a spark of remembrance stirs within you, then you are ready. Like, comment, and subscribe to Eternal Wisdom. Together we walk the ancient path of light, rediscovering the mysteries, awakening the powers, and weaving a more luminous reality. Your journey of conscious creation begins now. The power of focused intention, your thoughts as bridges. Imagine for a moment that your thoughts are not mere fleeting impressions, but living currents, energies that silently sculpt the world around you. Each focused intention becomes like a thread in a grand tapestry, weaving unseen patterns that ripple across time, space, and even into the lives of others. This is not just poetic imagery. It is a sacred reality, echoed across ages. In ancient Egypt, priests believed that concentrated thought could summon divine energies to manifest change. In the Vedic traditions of India, Sankalpa, a focused intention, was honored as the seed of destiny itself. At the heart of the Bible, this wisdom is distilled with perfect clarity. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7. Your inner world is not separate from the outer world. It shapes it. Every thought nurtured with clarity and belief becomes an invisible architect, building realities yet to be seen. Modern science, too, nods to this truth. Quantum physics reveals that consciousness affects reality, that observation itself can collapse probabilities into existence. When you focus your mind, you are not simply thinking. You are broadcasting an energetic signal into the quantum field, a vibration that aligns possibilities and draws resonance. Think of your mind like a serene lake. A single pebble cast into its waters sends ripples expanding outward, unseen yet unstoppable. Your focused intention is that pebble, and the universe is the lake. When your intention aligns with love, truth, and higher purpose, its ripples create harmony, magnetizing people, opportunities, and outcomes that resonate with your soul's blueprint. Have you ever entered a room and felt the atmosphere shift without a word being spoken? That is the silent authority of focused, aligned thought. True influence is not about control. It is about resonance. Consider the Roman centurion in the Bible, Matthew 8:5-13. He approached Jesus not with desperate pleading, but with unwavering certainty. "Just say the word, and my servant will be healed." His pure faith transcended distance and activated healing. This is the kind of focused clarity your thoughts are meant to wield. A faith so profound that it bends the unseen toward you, not by force, but by divine alignment. But power without purity distorts. Thus, intention must be anchored in love. Fearful or selfish thoughts ripple distortion into the field. Loving, selfless intentions ripple healing and harmony. Therefore, True mastery of thought begins not merely with mental focus, but with inner purification. Each day, nurture your sacred power through small, deliberate acts. Morning centering. Begin with silent visualization, aligning your day with peace and divine purpose. Focused blessings. Throughout the day, project silent blessings toward others, seeing them uplifted and whole. Evening reflection. Review where your thoughts wandered and gently realign them with love before sleep. As you tend to the garden of your mind, you will find the world itself shifting in response. Life no longer seems random. Synchronicities multiply, doors open where none existed. You become a living conduit of the divine plan, an unseen architect shaping a world bathed in light. The art of visualization, breathing life into dreams. Focused thought creates ripples, but visualization breathes form into the unseen. Visualization is not mere daydreaming. It is the sacred act of stepping into the future before it has materialized, of aligning emotion and belief with an outcome so vividly that reality begins to bend toward it. Visualization has been honored across cultures and traditions. In ancient mystery schools, initiates were taught to see their spiritual evolution before they achieved it. Shamans would embark on vision quests, mapping out the healing they intended to bring into the physical world. Modern science validates this ancient art. Neuroscientists have discovered that when you vividly imagine an experience, your brain activates the same regions as when you physically live it. To your subconscious mind, there is no distinction between deeply imagined reality and actual experience. When you visualize with emotional depth and clarity, you are programming your consciousness and the energetic field around you to expect, attract, and create that reality. Imagine you are preparing for an important meeting. Instead of surrendering to anxiety, you close your eyes. You breathe deeply. You see yourself walking into the room with calm confidence. You see faces smiling back at you, conversations flowing effortlessly, your vision embraced with enthusiasm. You don't just see it, you feel it, the pride, the peace, the certainty. In this way, visualization is not passive, it is a rehearsal of destiny. Visualization echoes deeply in sacred texts as well. Before Nehemiah rebuilt the walls of Jerusalem, he spent nights walking its ruins, imagining the restoration. His vision became a magnetic force that drew resources, allies, and divine favor into alignment. Nehemiah 2. To visualize effectively, engage all your senses. See the colors, shapes, and movements. Hear the sounds and voices. Feel the textures, emotions, and vibrations. The more tangible the vision, the stronger the imprint upon your mind, and the faster reality responds. However, visualization is most powerful when it flows from love, service, and alignment with divine will. Visualize not only personal gain, but the upliftment of others. See your success as a blessing that ripples outward, touching many lives. Each night before you sleep, spend a few minutes visualizing your highest outcomes. Feel the gratitude as if they have already arrived. Let your dreams be shaped by the vibrational blueprint you are weaving. Over time, you will notice the shift. Opportunities aligning effortlessly, relationships blossoming, circumstances rearranging themselves to match the vision you dared to hold. In this sacred practice, you move from being a passive observer to a conscious creator. You do not demand reality to change. You become the change, and reality has no choice but to respond. The bridge from thought to manifestation is built not with struggle, but with vision grounded in unwavering faith. And so, dear traveler, what dreams are you ready to breathe into life? Thought transference, the silent conversation of souls. Beyond focused thought and vivid visualization lies an even deeper mystery: the sacred art of thought transference. This is the ability to reach beyond words, beyond distance, to touch another soul through the silent currents of pure intention. You may have already felt glimpses of it, moments when a loved one came to mind, and moments later, they called. Times when you sensed someone's sorrow without a single word being spoken. These are not coincidences. They are the whispers of an invisible web that binds all living souls together. In meditation, you enter this realm fully. Here, thoughts are not merely private musings. They are radiant streams of energy reaching far beyond your physical form, planting seeds of healing, clarity, and transformation in the hearts of others. Picture yourself seated in stillness, breathing steadily, your mind focused on someone dear who struggles under the weight of fear. Without a single spoken word, you send them peace. You envision them standing strong, lifted by unseen hands. You feel the reality of their breakthrough, as though it has already happened. And somewhere across the web of existence, their spirit stirs. They cannot explain it. But a sudden hope arises. A new light breaks into their awareness. This is thought transference, a sacred communication older than language itself. Throughout history, mystics and saints have wielded this invisible art. Gandhi spoke of it when he said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." His silent prayers moved nations, not just minds. The Bible, too, acknowledges this power. In Acts 5:15, it is written that people placed the sick along Peter's path, hoping even his shadow might heal them. A testament to the strength of a spirit aligned with divine purpose. You possess this same gift. Begin humbly. In meditation, send silent blessings to a friend or stranger. When someone crosses your mind, stop and offer them light. Before you sleep, project waves of peace toward those you love. These simple acts of unseen love create ripples across the fabric of consciousness. You become a silent architect of hope, a hidden healer of hearts. Thought transference is not manipulation. It is not control. It is offering. Trusting that love sown in the unseen will find fertile ground to blossom. In a noisy, chaotic world, the quiet power of your mind becomes a sanctuary, a lighthouse guiding lost souls through unseen storms. The conversation of souls needs no language. It needs only a willing, open heart. So tonight, when you find a quiet moment beneath the ancient stars, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, whose life will I bless with my silent prayer tonight? Whose heart will I lift by the unseen hand of love? In answering that question, you step more fully into your sacred power, into the quiet, unstoppable revolution of light, embodying your light, radiating influence through presence. Beyond focused thought, vivid vision, and silent transference, that there lies a deeper mystery still. The sacred embodiment of light. Your body, your gaze, your very breath can become instruments of silent influence. When your inner world is aligned, your outer presence radiates a force that transcends words, a current that stirs souls without ever speaking. Imagine walking into a room filled with tension. You do not say a word, yet the atmosphere begins to soften. Conversations slow. Hearts begin to open. It is not your voice they respond to. It is your vibration. This is the power of embodied light. The saints, sages, and mystics who shaped history understood this. It is said that when Saint Francis of Assisi entered a village, even wild creatures grew calm. Not because he spoke, but because he was peace. Modern science has caught a glimpse of this truth. Studies on electromagnetic fields show that our hearts emit energy measurable several feet beyond our bodies. When we cultivate coherence, a state of inner peace and gratitude, our very presence entrains the hearts of those around us. Thus, transformation begins not with argument, but with being. How then do you cultivate such a luminous presence? Daily stillness. Anchor your mornings in meditation. Let silence wash away the noise so that only light remains. Conscious breathing. Throughout your day, breathe with awareness. Inhale peace, exhale tension. With each breath, reinforce your inner calm. Silent affirmation. Carry within you the sacred mantras. I am light, I am peace, I am love, manifest. As you embody these truths, your presence becomes a sanctuary. Your gaze becomes a blessing. Your smile becomes an unspoken healing. This is not about pretending to be perfect. It is about aligning your inner world so completely with truth that your outer world can only reflect it. It is about becoming a living prayer. Consider the story of Queen Esther. Before she approached the king, risking her life to save her people, she fasted, she prayed, she aligned herself fully with divine purpose. When she stood before the throne, her presence alone moved hearts and shifted destinies. Esther 5. You too are called to such alignment. Each moment becomes a sacred opportunity. When tensions rise, you are the calming river. When anger flares, you are the silent mountain. When confusion reigns, you are the clear guiding star. You do not need to speak loudly. You do not need to argue fiercely. You need only to be so full of light, so anchored in truth, that others cannot help but feel it and be changed by it. The world is not changed by noise. It is changed by presence, by those who dare to carry within them the stillness of eternity. So walk gently, radiant soul. Let your very being be a blessing. Let your silent presence write new stories into the hearts of those you meet. For in the end, it is not what you say that matters most. It is what you are. Be light, be love. Be the living echo of the divine. You, dear soul, have journeyed through the sacred landscape of thought, vision, silent influence, and embodied light. And now, you stand on the threshold of a profound truth. The world does not simply happen to you. You happen to the world. Every thought you nurture, every vision you cradle, every silent blessing you offer, and every breath you take in conscious alignment creates ripples far beyond what the eyes can see. You're not small. You're not powerless. Within you burns a spark of divine intention, capable of shifting destinies, of healing hearts, and of opening unseen doors. Today you are invited to walk forward not as a passive observer, but as a conscious creator, to let your thoughts be prayers, your presence be sanctuary, and your very being be a lighthouse for those still searching through the storm. As you rise each morning, remember, you are shaping the world with every silent act of love, every focused thought of peace, every unseen offering of light. Let this be your sacred vow. I walk in intention. I breathe in purpose. I radiate the love that created the stars. The journey does not end here. It begins anew with every breath, every thought, every heartbeat. Go forth, radiant soul. Shine boldly, and may the echoes of your inner light ripple outward, transforming the world, one sacred thought at a time.